Welcome back to Detailed Beginners Tutorials. In this first example, I had the ball with my left winger. Then I made my central forward run in a southwest path. In this case, that is the best thing to do because making your player go straight towards the west will help your opponent guess your move, because that will make it too easy to guess your move. So the best thing is to make your player go in a diagonal path. In this case, I could have chosen to go either northwest or southwest, and I chose to go southwest instead. The way to make your player move the way that I'm demonstrating in the video is to point the left stick toward the player that you want to make the run and then press L1, and that will make him run forwards as long as your left stick pointed towards him, and then the final step is to flick the right stick towards the direction that you want him to run. And then your player will run in that direction. You can also make him run in multiple directions. This is an advanced move to do, but I will try my best to explain it in the most detailed way possible. So if you make him run in one direction and want to change his direction, you can do so, but I will talk more about how to do that later in this video. In this case, I made my left winger run forwards by pressing L1, but as you can see from this case, he was offside. So what I decided to do is I pressed L1 and then I flicked the right stick towards the north. That enabled my player to no longer be offside. And this is the reason why it's so important that you learn how to do this technique, because it saves you from being offside and it allows you to reposition yourself in a different area that is not offside. In this example, I made this player run southwest. And then I did a short pass to one of my players before passing it to that player. I knew that pass was coming, so I had done that strategy. Then here's another example of doing that move with two players. Just remember to make sure that if a diagonal move is more convenient than a straight move, then go ahead and do it, and for the most part, it will be best to go in a diagonal path for most occasions. That is usually the case. So as you can see from this example, this player is going straight, and then I noticed that my opponent's player is straight ahead, so I had to make the quick choice of making my player go southeast so that his player is no longer in my path to intercept the ball. So in this example, a similar thing happened, but this time I decided to go northwest to receive the ball with more ease. Don't be afraid to go back, because that sometimes is the best thing to do, because you will remain in possession when it's done the correct way. Now I'm going to show you a mistake that I did. Here I had the choice of either going north or going southeast, but I decided to go north. Sometimes going north can help, but in this case, it didn't help. I wanted to show you this example to show you that it's okay to make mistakes. So if you start with my technique and you make mistakes, don't take it personally, because it will take time to perfect this technique, and since you're barely starting, normally, you will make a lot of mistakes. I know that you will get discouraged from trying this technique right from the start, but if you continue with it, there will come a time when it will all start to click with you and it will become much easier to do, so just keep going and don't give up, because everything takes time. And then, in this case, I did the right thing. I went northwest to receive the ball more easily. If I would have gone southeast, I could have possibly gotten the ball taken away. So sometimes it is the right thing to do. Then in this example, I noticed that the defender is reading my next move, so I decide to go north with my central forward to receive the ball. So try to be unpredictable. Do something different every time so that your opponent has a harder time trying to guess what your next move will be. And here's another example. I made him go northeast because I knew I had all this space and that his defenders were too far out of reach. And then I shot and scored an amazing goal. Now I will show you this advanced one that I had promised to show you from the beginning of this video. I made my winger run northeast, but then I noticed that I couldn't receive the ball, so I made him go northwest to get a better angle to receive the ball. I had to do a double move with the same player in this example. This can be done, but it is a bit harder to master, so you will need to practice doing this a bit more than the other ones. If one direction doesn't work, then try another direction until you find the one that best works for you. So the moral of the story is that you need to try to find where to best position yourself, and doing this technique will enable you to do that. I want to show you the record that I have on FIFA 23. As you can see, I have more losses than wins, but that's because when I started on FIFA I didn't take it seriously at all. I just wanted to play the game for fun and had no desire to improve. But at the same time, I realized that losing all the time was not fun either, so I started to think that maybe it was worth trying a little harder on the game. And that's exactly what I have been doing. I started doing that and I started to win more games, and I also started to enjoy playing the game more. Look at my possession. I had more possession in this game, but back about 3 weeks ago that wasn't the case. My possession was around 40% while my opponent had 60% possession back when I had started. One last thing that I want to tell you is that the reason why I decided to do this video is that I genuinely want to help you. I know the struggle of trying to learn how to play games. I want to help as many people as I can because I know how frustrating it is to like a game and to be bad at it. That was my case. I liked soccer games, but I was horrible at it, so I never played soccer, but now that I'm good at it, I can't stop playing. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.